Give me 1 second, guys. I'm getting everything set up. OBS kicked me off for some reason. Hey, good to see you too, Alex. Really good to see you, man. One shot, bro. Hey, appreciate those super chats, man. I did see them. Those two back to back. Appreciate you. Super chat attacks, bro. Appreciate it, man. I started the live stream and that was it, bro. It crashed out on me. Don't know what's going on. See, right now it's telling me Angela just subscribed. Thank you, Angela, if you're in the chat. Bro, you came in hot, bro. You came in super hot. Let me know if the music's too loud. I'm just getting everything set up. I had everything set up. We were ready to freaking go, and then yeah, it dropped me out for some reason. Also, let me know how y'all feeling about the markets, man. About to dive into that, look at some charting. We got Bitcoin testing that little ascending level we tried to pop to see where we might bounce at. As you can see by the title of the video, is it time to sell? I think we're getting towards the top right here, guys. We could be heading down a little bit, so we're going to talk about why I do think that here for the short term. Let me get this clicked off of here and then we'll get kicked off, guys. Thanks for bearing with me. Hope y'all had a great Monday. It's probably what I'm gonna do here tonight. I'm gonna stream here for a little bit. I'm gonna leave the charting up for a little bit, and then you know, I'm gonna have to hop off, probably get the kids to bed, and then I'm gonna come back and try to stream a little bit later tonight. So give me a few more seconds. We'll have this situated. What's up, Martial Law? Great to see you, bro. See, it keeps telling me all these people are subscribing. Ika just subscribed. What's up, S Hall? S Hall says, I just bought some Bitcoin Cash. What made you want to do that, man? Let me know what got you so bullish here for right now. At least 2 or 3 more weeks with what, one shot? Let me know, bro. Let me tell everybody in Discord we live. Are you thinking 2 or 3 more weeks of some green? Man, it's tough right now, bro. Bitcoin's coming in at 20,822. Was looking a little bit weaker than the rest of the cryptos. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this down. Give us some more room for some TA right here. Okay, let's zoom on out. See where we at. 5-minute chart. Took a pretty good dip earlier. Starting to set some, you know, what it looks like to be is a lower high right here. So we could be breaking the trend, man. I think a lot of FUDs coming around Celsius. There's a really good chance. I was reading almost an 80% chance they're going to go through bankruptcy procedures. So if anybody has any money in Celsius, I would urge you, quick as possible, to get out of that shit show because it's only going to get worse, man. It's only going to get much, much worse. But they will have buyers. They have buyers lined up. So, but that's some FUD. That's really going to affect the crypto space here in the short term. So, you know, I got a big sell going on right here, bro. I feel like we're reaching the top. We topped out at that 29,946. So I'd be careful with any long holdings right now. like I said, there's nothing really, no big news pieces coming out that are really going to pump us up right at this instant. So just be aware of that. You know, the Fed's going to be coming out, what, the 10th next month? They're going to start, you know, next CPI data report's going to start coming out. The Fed will speak mid next month. So I'm expecting, as you all know, rates to be above 9%. That's going to hurt. That is going to freaking hurt, bro. So, you know, maybe another 75 basis point hike up to a full basis point. You know, that's definitely in the works right now. So, as of right here, Bitcoin in the short term, 20,675. I'm not even going to mark that right now because we are retesting, going up to retest this 50 exponential right here. I'll make that a little bit larger for y'all. And that's currently sitting at 20,820. We are touching it right as we speak here off the 5-minute chart. Let's see what happens here. We'll watch it for a few minutes, see if we get rejected off of this. I'm expecting it to, and then potentially have some sell-off over the next couple of hours, probably leading into the rest of the night. That's why I'll probably go ahead and leave the charts up for a little bit and do my thing, get the kids to bed, and then I'll be back on to do some more TA, kind of see where everything's heading. Because I am looking to sell some stuff right here, just because I do feel like we are reaching the top right here. This is, you know, what was turning out to be a nice bear flag. We started to pop out of that. Didn't quite get that, almost about 50%, then it got turned back around. So I'm watching it very closely right now. Didn't even get a test of the 200 quite yet. So basically, what we're looking at here, guys, if you would see a break to the upside and anything, a movement over to 200, that would get me extremely bullish in the market right now in the short term, but we are not seeing that just quite yet. So a move to the upside right here would definitely change my mind about how the charting is looking. But I'm thinking we break to the downside here a little bit more, especially maybe, you know, midweek to the weekend. We had a pretty good start to Friday, which was a lot nice. It was nice to see. It really was. But I don't think there's really much movement in the market right now. People getting excited, and on top of Celsius potentially going to file bankruptcy here. That's really going to hurt the market. So for that reason, I'm a little bearish here for the short term. Let's check out Doge real quick. 5-minute chart here. Let's see. Almost hit 8 cents, man. And then we took a hard rejection. Didn't quite even get to the 8 cent level. 0.7, 0.75, somewhere around there. Took a pretty hard rejection right there. So got slapped back down really hard, man. So just probably some whales playing around the market. They took their little profits, and you know, in a sense, in the 30 minutes, still a healthy pullback if you zoom out. But waiting for that 200 to come in, which is currently sitting back at right at 7 cents. So that might be in store here. We might have a run to the 200, the 50 exponential moving average at 7 cents, but most likely we'll be heading back to the 200. But we might have a 50 before we see that. But in the gist of things, the 30-minute chart on Doge looks pretty well. Let's check the Bitcoin 30-minute chart, kind of match those up and kind of take a peek and see what we're seeing. So that little imaginary line we drew, man, we are touching that level right here. So we broke to the upside of this little wedge where we had this resistance right here. We had 2 levels actually, well 4, and then quite a few levels in between there. And you can see we bounced off of them, so they were respected accordingly. But we took this big downside on the 27th, so starting to form a little bit of a bear flag here off the 30-minute chart, which is kind of getting me worried that you break to the downside here. And if you start chopping back to the downside, you'll most likely see 20,000. If not that 19,750 range. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark that 19,750, kind of the area I'm eyeing here for the short term. Potentially this week, if we get a real good break to the downside, guys. So that's really what I'm trying to pay attention to here and try to see what the market's actually gonna do here. Because we had a ascending wedge, broke to the upside, we came back in it, and you know, we tried to break out again, but we got rejected, and now we are facing a point where, you know, this isn't set in stone. This is just some simple TA we've been doing on the stream. But, you know, if we break to the downside right here, I'm going to get a little bit more bearish here in the short term, especially for the rest of the week. Stocks, they started out what, pretty decent today. Let me pull this up real quick. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so the market started green today. Dow finished down 0.2%, S&P down 0.3%, and NASDAQ took a beating down 0.75. The NASDAQ, getting hit the hardest. Now, that's a big sign. You can watch the NASDAQ. We're going to check the futures here in a little bit as they start to warm up for tomorrow and kind of see what those are trying to tell us. But it could turn out to be a little red day tomorrow. Kind of what I'm feeling. What's up, Benny Eldorado? We got Benny Boy in the chat, bro. Good to see you. Futures is slightly green right here. So they'll keep updating, so we'll keep an eye on those. Good to see you, Rick. Always a pleasure, bro. Thank you for subscribing. I can't even say your name. I don't want to botch that, but thank you very much. What's up, Matty Charts? What's up, Benny Boy? I'm feeling much better, Benny. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you showing that love, man. Boonda Hannum. Boonda Hannum. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button for you, boy. Greatly appreciate it. SL says Bitcoin is already down 77-ish year over year. Even if it does go down more, I'll be buying many as it falls. But remember, I have bear profits for all-time highs. There you go, bro. So I understand what you got going on. Your dollar cost averaging this dip, and that is a good way to approach it, bro. A really good way to approach it. What's up, Ernesto? Glad to be live early for once. Yeah, man. Taking advantage, while my wife's out right now. She'll be back in a little bit, so I'll probably leave the charts up, do my thing, and then come back. I just wanted to hop on for a bit. Crypto Fear and Greed Index coming in hot at 12. Still extreme fear. A little bit more fear than yesterday. So you see that fear meter starting to creep up a little bit, giving more extreme fear. I think we could be heading for a slide here. I think Celsius goes bankrupt, guys, and I think that's going to affect Bitcoin and the alts pretty seriously here. Not tremendously, but it will have an effect on the crypto space. And for that reason, I have to give a hard sell right now, just for the short term, and maybe look to pick up some a little bit cheaper. I think Bitcoin breaks down probably to about that 19.7 range. Could be as soon as tomorrow, guys. I just want to tell you what I'm feeling and what I'm seeing here off the charting. But a break to the upside, we could be back off to the races, and it could change my mind. Like I said, nobody knows exactly what's going to happen. I'm just telling you, I think we break to the downside and start pushing that 19.7 range, somewhere these levels of support right here. That's kind of where I think we're going to level out for a second and just kind of catch some wind and see what happens. So that's really what I'm looking for here in the next couple of hours, possibly into tomorrow morning. Break to the downside. So just be aware. It could pop off any minute. I could be totally wrong, but that's what I'm seeing here off the charts. One Shot GT, that dude's coming in super hot with 2 back-to-back super chat attacks, some $10 super chats. Hey, thank you very much, One Shot GT, bro. Much appreciated, man. And like I said, I started a live stream earlier, and this man dropped me 2 back-to-back ones, and I think the live stream shut down on him. So I apologize about that. So thank you very much, man, for supporting the stream. Greatly appreciate it, man. For those back-to-back super chat attacks. What's up with Hood? So FTX is seeking to acquire Robinhood Markets. Basically a week after FTX announced an acquisition of embedded clearing. So FTX is in the market, bro. And I think they could handle Robinhood a lot better than the current staff. So, man, I hope the deal goes through. I have money in Robinhood. I'm not 0% worried about that if FTX would acquire them. I think that would be freaking awesome, bro. I think that would be awesome. Let's check out Hood real quick. What did Hood do? What did the hood do? Yeah, so hood's starting to move off the news. 4-hour chart still getting rejected off that 200. And that's currently sitting at 906. Let me pull up the ticker symbol right here so I can tell you exactly where we're at. We're currently sitting at 966. Oh, 866. Sorry. Almost need some glasses right here, bro. So yeah, we're underneath that 200 right here. But you're starting to get some action, man. You're starting to get some excitement. Even the talks of FTX buying out Hood started this little run up right here. And I firmly do believe this was the 17th, man. They had to know something was coming up. And this was insider, I'm sure, starting to load the boat. And then, of course, you get the big bump off the news. So Robinhood did pretty decent today, up 14%. Down 5% aftermarket hours. Smart money taking that money. And they are running home right now. Probably looking to head back to that 14 exponential at $8.15. $8.15. That's kind of what I'd be on the lookout for. But, yeah. Robinhood could get a little crazy. It could, bro. Chart's looking pretty decent right here off the 4-hour. Check the 30-minute chart. 30 minutes starting to look good, man. Anytime you start to get this excitement in a stock or crypto and these charts start bouncing off this 200 MA, man, you really start to get some hype. So a good entry point would be off the 30-minute, the 50 moving average. That's what I'd kind of be looking for. And that's currently sitting at $8.28. So could see a retracement there tomorrow to start to find your way back to $8.28 right there in the short term. I'm gonna pull up some Dogecoin, catch up with these super chats because I see my boy Bulldog Trading is in the building, dropping 99 cent after 99 cent. He wants to make sure I pay my rent. Super chats, my friend. Thank you very much, Bulldog Trading. Make sure to go over there, drop them boys a subscribe, and hang out with the fam, man. Them boys are live 24/7, and they sure throw it down, man. They have a good time during the day. Got Adam E, MIA, L Snappy 10, all on the mic, man. Y'all go check them out. Also got poker there every Tuesday and Friday, right? Get my days mixed up. So if you're into poker, go get you some. Ernesto says, I was upset when I woke up. Found BRQS, did a 116 split. Hey, man, did you have some? Let me know if you were holding some of that. We can do some TA off the charts if it might help you at all. Let's check out Mullen, man. So Dogecoin, as you know, guys, we kind of went over a little bit, but Dogecoin hit that hard rejection at 7, at the high 7, almost to the 8 cent range. So took a pretty big dump, but in the gist of things on the 30-minute chart, you're still setting higher highs and higher lows. So we're going to see where it goes. Looking a little bit better than Bitcoin right now in the short term. So looking very good. Let's check out Mullen because I am looking for an entry point off of Mullen. As you all know, Mullen Automotive was down 10% today, was up 2%, kind of bounced after market hours. And I'm really eyeing this $1 level. Ernesto, we talked about that 146, bro. It got a little bit weaker. Of course, now we're starting to break to the downside of that ascending level. I think I popped that off the 4-hour chart. Let me try to widen this up for you so you can see this pretty clearly. Hey, thank you for hitting that subscribe button for us. I greatly appreciate it. So not quite back to that level. Okay, so I did pop this off the 4-hour chart because we had 2 levels right here where we kind of bounced. I like to see 3, but most likely you're heading back to this area. And that 200 is sitting at 119, $1.19. So you'll most likely see a retest of 119 here in the next couple days, and maybe even a break to the downside from that level. So let's see what happens, guys. But I am looking for a good entry point in between 119 and $1 for Mullen for a potential bounce play for a quick swing trade. I think that would treat you potentially well. And for that reason, that's a pretty strong buy within that range for me right now. Things could change. Of course, we'll keep you guys updated. But I am watching that level pretty closely here, trying to see, what's going to be Mullen's next move. Benny Eldorado dropping a hot dog super chat for 99 cents. Hey, bro, appreciate you very much, man. Appreciate all the donos, man. Really do. Y'all helping to keep the lights on over here at Matt's Market. So thank you very much, Benny Boy, for that 99 cent pay your rent super chat, bro. Cheers to you, man. I got water and I got coffee. because we're gonna be streaming for a little bit here. Like I said, and then once the fam gets back, I'll probably leave the charts up for a little while. Come back and after I get them situated and do some TA on Bitcoin to see kind of where we might be heading for the rest of the night. Because I am looking to make a couple sales, guys. I'm not even lying. I think the market could be heading down here. I think this could be topping out, but I could be 100% wrong. You know, it's really tough market to judge right here. NASDAQ did, like I said, stocks started out green today. Ended up, all three indexes ended up, you know, down a little slightly. Futures are slightly up, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. We got another subscriber. Thank you, man. Appreciate it very much. All right, I finally got Streamlabs working too. The bot. For some reason, it was turned off. I don't know why. So I had to click it on and off a few times. But finally got that thing working. Then he says, I'm walking over to band practice, but glad to catch you for a few. Hey, bro. That's what's up, man. Appreciate you very much. Hope you have fun. You playing guitar in that? Let me know, man. So that's what I'm eyeing for Mullen, guys. Let's see if there's any significant news on Mullen as of today. We talked about Hood, FTX. Probably gonna pick up Hood if they're gonna sell it. Yeah. So nothing changed from Mullen besides what we talked about the other night, the filing of the U.S. International patents. So nothing really moving with that. No news. Probably downside right now, so if you hold Mullen, you're probably gonna dip a little bit lower, guys. Just wanted to put that out there for y'all. Let's pull up some Solana. Who's holding Solana? All right, Solana is currently at $38.67, slightly green right now. Looking pretty decent here off the 4-hour charts. So Solana could be bucking the trend, but we don't know yet. I kind of hunched over 42. Kind of thinking that might have been top for right now, but this technical indicator right here, as you can see at 14 is starting to come down a little bit. That 50 is starting to hook over that 200, so we could have a little bit of run in store for Solana coming here shortly. But you know, this topping over. Let's check RSI real quick. Indicators. Go to RSI. RSI is cooled off. It's starting to hook back up. It's to 45, a little bit oversold. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Let me take RSI off, make the chart a little bit bigger. But really, the 4-hour chart looks nice. Just really steep incline right here. So I am thinking the market comes down a little bit. You know, even if we come back to that 33 range and then look for a bounce, that could be a possibility too. But it's very nice to see that 50 right here starting to hook here on the 4-hour chart. Let's check the 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart, you're starting to get some bear indicators coming in. Got a nice bear flag off the 30-minute chart at 37.91, kind of being a bounce point as of right now. So we're going to go ahead and pop 37.91. I mean, it was really short-lived. You can really park 38 in there and make that your area. But nice bear flag coming in off of Solana right here, guys. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back, guys. Give me 1 second. Oh my God, I've been talking without the mic. I apologize. So yeah, Bitcoin's actually taking a pretty nice, significant drop right now. More than what I thought would happen here off the live stream. So pretty big 5-minute candle coming in right now. He on the phone. What's up, Crypto Joey? What's happening, bro? Hey, thanks for subscribing, Adele. Appreciate it, man. What's up, Brian? Hey, Brian AJC. What's happening, bro? Hey, I went to Average Crypto Joe. I'm a botch that name a million times. But I went on his channel the other night and had a good old time, man. It was fun. We'll be back. I'm gonna shoot him an invite to come on whenever he wants. But yeah, one shot, bro. If Bitcoin can hold 20K, yeah, we're gonna have a nice little bump here. So that's what I'm looking for. But you know, I was just saying when my mic was muted that you know, if we break down below that 20,673, the bottom of this wick right here, we could end up testing that 20,005 or 20,006 pretty quickly. There's not too much in the way after that, so you might get a little bounce at 2650. But it looks like the market, you know, tried to come back and really got rejected. And man, really nice 5-minute candle to the downside coming. So we might see a break to the downside a little bit early on what I thought tonight. But doesn't mean it's going to continue. It could definitely turn around pretty quickly, guys. It's just really sucking right now. Mic check. Crypto Joey says, I don't own much. I have 36,000 Doge, though. That's a pretty nice Doge bag, bro. There we go, guys. We are starting to break down to the downside. Here we go, 20,650 incoming. I'm going to go ahead and mark it just for microscopic price. And then I'm going to try to remember to take this off before we end this live stream. It's actually 671 where that bottom of that candle was. But if we break down right here, we're going to break down and fall below this 650 range. So just be on the lookout for that. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure if the Fed talks again this Wednesday. But, you know, next month, we're definitely going to have, you know, CPI data coming pretty early. Probably looking at the highest rates in a long ass time. We'll be looking at, I'm thinking over 9%, even with, you know, what happened with the 75 basis point hike we saw last month. I think we'll see a continuation, maybe a little bit more aggressive move from the Fed too as well. And I'm also thinking Celsius takes a pretty good dive to the downside. So we'll see what happens here, man. I think Celsius is going to file for bankruptcy potentially in the month of July. So that's really going to take a hit to the market too. So just be aware of that. Hey, thanks for subscribing, Law. My boy Law. Appreciate it, bro. Diane B, thank you. Appreciate you tuning in. If you're still here. Welcome, Brian AJC to Matt's Market, bro. Appreciate you becoming a member. Tier 1, bro. Really do appreciate it, man. Appreciate the support. Love, like I said, man, love chilling on the channel the other night with you guys. Really cool group of people, man. Y'all got a really good community over there, man. And like I said, we're going to get our boy Average Joe over here on the stream. So starting to bounce, guys. We hit 665 off this 5-minute candle. Let's check this 1-minute candle out. So the bottom of that wick that we showed you, we dipped below it, but we popped right back. So starting to see some selling action going on. I think it's okay, but we are starting to do what I think we're going to do for the next day or two, which is break to the downside, man. I just feel like we got a break to the downside coming. I feel like this little peak that we were seeing right here around 21 could be top for right now. I mean, nice bear flag. Tried to come back, but, you know, now we're back to an area where we're hitting support, trying to consolidate. So we'll see what happens. Lots of red turning on the screen right now as we speak. So starting to get some sales coming in. Let's check out Ethereum real quick, guys. All you Ethereum lovers out there, I know I'm one of them. Big Ethereum supporter. Yeah, look at this. Last 5 minutes, last 10 minutes, Ethereum took a hit. So looking the same right now as Bitcoin, as you can tell. Title of the video: Bitcoin time to sell. Man, look, I'm thinking we break to the downside, man. And for that reason, you know, I hate to come on and be a little bit bearish, but I gotta keep it real, bro. We could bounce right here. This could be a pretty nice little swing trade if we get a bounce. But you know, this is last 10 minutes of some pretty hard selling coming in. Let me pull up the Bitcoin. Let me pull this up real quick. The wallets, man. Let's check out what Michael Saylor's been doing with his Bitcoin real quick. I like to keep track of it because it kind of tells you what's going on in the market. So, since we looked on the 9th, there was actually no action, just buying on it right now. And the buying is slowing down. They purchased 36 on the 24th. So the slowing kind of slowed down. Buying kind of slowed down. As you can see, you had a 0 day. It slowed down here to 61, then they sold 1,500 on the market. So a bunch of 1,500 sales coming in. And you can correlate these like 4-4. Okay, 3,000 Bitcoin sold. Take a look at this. This is why we kind of like to correlate it. Ethereum's going to be the same chart. Let's get to the 4-hour chart. This is 4-4. Way up here, the top of that last little run we had, bro. That was 4-4 right here. So that wallet times it perfectly, bro. He times the market to a T. So that's kind of why I watched that wallet quite significantly. And he's slowing down with his buying. So we could have a pretty significant sale on the way with that wallet, which usually 9 times out of 10, that guy's pretty spot on, bro. And we see some pretty significant pullback once he sells. So start to break to the downside here, guys. 1175. We're at 1179. That 14 is hooking down. Of course, this is a 1 minute chart. 5 minute chart starting to look a little bearish too. That 50 is hooking down. That 14 is coming down pretty good. 30 minute chart, pretty big, pretty red for the last 30 minutes since we started the live stream. We've been live for about 35 minutes. So pretty much the start right here. Timed that pretty well with the title. Time to sell. But we'll see what happens. Crypto Joey says 9%. Let's go. 10%. Knock the inflation out of the park. I wouldn't be surprised, man. Would not be surprised in the least bit if we do see that, man. Higher percentage means shorter inflation. Yeah, but we're running the risk of the Fed increasing rates multiple times this year, man. So really going to see what happens, with this next rate hike, which we're going to have in July. I'm really going to monitor that super closely. But we see what happened last month, man. It really, what you saw was a bear market bounce, basically, which we're coming off of right now. And I think, I'm starting to get that gut feeling like that was more towards the top of this bear market bounce. SL says, y'all selling, I'm buying it to the bottom. When we do hit bottom, I'll be holding a bag to buy 1 or 2 last big buys to get that average set tight. There you go, man. Best way to do it, bro. Dollar cost average, especially on the way down and on the way up. If you want to take some profits out on the way up, great idea to dollar cost average too on the way up and on the way down. So Ethereum heading up. I'm sure Bitcoin's doing the same thing to that 14 right here. Getting rejected, looks like. So waiting to see if we break support here in the short term off of Bitcoin. Doing the same thing, kind of testing that 14. All the charts are going to look the same right now. Of course, they're all going to be following Bitcoin. Shitoshi Yoshi, what's up? What's the deal, Mr. Matt, aka Josh? Hey, what's happening, bro? Good to see you here in the chat, man. Streamlabs keeps saying we got all these new subscribers. Thanks for hitting that sub, Laser Crypto. Really appreciate it. We got a $5 make you holla super chat coming in from Brian AJC. Got to run, take it easy, bro. Hey, thank you, bro. Thank you very much for becoming a member and for dropping a $5 super chat, my friend. Greatly appreciate it, man. Really good to see you, and I appreciate the love, man, and support. Really do. Josh, hopefully you've been good. You've been well, man. Dig the name, Shitoshi Yoshi 713. So guys, let me know what y'all feel. Y'all feel we heading up or down? I can just I can put something in here. We can put a little poll out, because I will be leaving the charts up for a little bit tonight. Get this. Alright, let me get this poll just put out, because I'm going to leave the stream up for a little while tonight. My boy Josh coming there. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Walking the talk on the support. Dropping a $5 make you holla super chat, bro. Appreciate you showing that love, man. Dropping that support, bro, for the channel, man. Thank you very much. Really do appreciate it. S. Hall says, what's exciting that it could bounce hella either direction? Absolutely, man. It could bounce in either direction. Just kind of what's getting me a little, excuse me, a little skeptical about where we're heading right now is the fact that there's no great news coming out. Nothing that's really getting us excited about the market. Even though we are seeing a pretty good bounce right here off that 20,665, we're starting to set some lower highs right here, so we'll see how it plays out in the next a couple hours. This is a 1 minute chart, but that 5 minute we're starting to slowly slide down. We're setting lower highs and lower lows right here, so I am watching that lower low starting to flatline on this support, so probably a little bit of a descending wedge. Let me go ahead and pop this right here. We'll pop that for right now, kind of see where we head to. Could make a little run back up. We'll see if we stay inside of that little descending triangle we just popped right there. Will Bitcoin go up in a few hours? What's up, Ann? How you doing, bro? It's tough to tell, bro. It could. I'm just seeing a break to the downside coming, man. You're starting to bounce off that support right here, so there's a very good chance you could head back up. Maybe for a quick flip to 20,800. The 14 exponential here off the 5 minute, looking real microscopically. Yeah, 30 minutes not really telling you nothing. You can go off the 5 minute though right there. You do have support at 20,650. So I would wait. I'd kind of wait to see if you do get that test. Very possible. Loading up for the ride down. DCA season is in session. Absolutely, bro. A long time ago, what feels like forever ago, I put some boxes here. I don't know. I think I took it down. I had some boxes right here in this area, And I was like, this is going to be my dollar cost average, but wait, because we might break to the downside. And of course it did. And it fell out here. So, you know, I did get lucky. I sold some Ethereum at, you know, 4K and I got out. So we timed that pretty well. And I just feel like the market's setting itself up for another drop here. So really going to have to watch it here over the next couple hours. But here you go. Starting to break back to the upside. Probably going to rip here to 773 here for Bitcoin real quick. Got to DCA that moon bag? Absolutely, bro. You got to get it, man. And there's going to come a point where I'm really going to start dollar cost averaging here shortly, guys. It just hasn't come to that quite yet. But of course, we'll let you know. We'll let you know. I just think Celsius, like I said, I think Celsius is going to file for bankruptcy. Probably going to get picked up by some other company. And, you know, it's going to get a little messy here in the crypto space. Then we got inflation report coming in. So I'm watching all that. Let me see. I'm going to have to pull up the chat right here. Hey, Matt, how many weeks has Bitcoin held 20K, bro? I don't think it's going to drop yet. Maybe 3 more weeks left and Bitcoin will drop. Let's go to weekly, man. Really short-lived at 20K, bro. I mean, you had this run-up in 2020. And then that was 14,000 in 2019. So you did hit almost 20 right here. That was pretty much the top in 17. Let me zoom in. Yeah, 19,000. 19.5 back here in 2017. So really short-lived, bro. 20,000. There's not much support. Why am I in that 14 to 13 level? I think you'll end up, you know, if you drop, you have some support at 17. But I still think between 17 and 13 is where we're going to eventually end up at. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that 17. But we're way closer to bottom than top, guys. So DCA right here really wouldn't be a bad thing. I'm going to go ahead and mark 12,000 right here just to be safe. Give us another channel. And guys, we were really not that far from that channel. You know, we hit that 17.5 right here and we're bouncing. So just keep that in mind. Weekly, yeah, you could have another green. You could have a green week. Hopefully this candle reverses. But you were on the weekly right here, 22,484, and you were underneath that for the first time in a long time. That would be all the way back to 2020 when COVID hit. We briefly dropped to that 5,000 range. I remember sitting on the couch. That was my first day home, stay at home, when this happened, this big red candle, and I was like, man, I remember seeing it. I should have bought the dip there. But, you know, we didn't dip as far as we are underneath it. Now what's really getting concerning is, are we going to get rejected off this weekly right here? And that's at 22,000. So there is room for a pump to 22,000 essentially off of Bitcoin. But if it doesn't go back and retest it, which it most likely will, but if it does not go back for a retest, there's a good chance we fall out from here. And then that would put us in some pretty uncharted territory as far as the 200 moving average goes for Bitcoin. Because ever since it's been recorded back in 18, you have not really traded underneath it. You took this pretty significant dip right here, and then that was 2020 COVID. Now look what you're seeing. That's a pretty significant dip underneath it right here. So there's a chance that you could pop back, you know, maybe trade sideways with a little upwards trend. But the state of the economy right now, I don't see it happening, man. I think Bitcoin's gonna break down with this next inflation data coming in off of CPI for the month of July. And then, of course, the market's going to react to what the Fed does. Probably a full basis point hike on interest rates coming up here shortly. So that's kind of what I'm seeing right now. If Bitcoin keeps falling, what's your personal opinion on where the support will kick in? Not financial advice. I say we break down below 17, bro. We're going to possibly hit, you know, anywhere around 14 to 13,000, bro. It's gonna, you know, that's where I'm eyeing for bottom right here. And my gut, my sentiment, that all tells me that's where we're heading. I could be wrong, of course, but you know, I'm just waiting. I'm being patient, man. And when I decide to start going in, of course, I'll let everybody know in Discord. But I'm gonna really start, you know, getting aggressive with these dollar cost averaging once I feel like the price is right. And I'm talking about Ethereum underneath 1,000. That's what I'm really looking to pick up. But if Bitcoin would get to an area where it's pretty cheap, I mean, you would almost have to be tempted, you know, to pick up some Bitcoin, man. Let me see this real quick. You haven't started. Kudos on holding them horses. XRP, bro. Hey, I'm with you, bro. Lawsuit's coming up. Man, I was really thinking we would have saw XRP take off before when it was really hanging around that dollar to 130 range, but didn't happen, man. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button for us. Appreciate it very much. S. Hall says he's eyeing 10 to 12K, which ain't far off, man. Appreciate Rick saying smash that like button if you can. Really appreciate it. Litecoin to 24. Man, Litecoin is one we don't look at a lot. Let's pull up some Litecoin, man. I do like some Litecoin. I do, man. Let's pull up the 4-hour chart, get some TA going off some Litecoin, man. That's the last time. It was in the $100 range. Really started popping off some TA off Litecoin. So yeah, most likely heading to 40 bucks, bro. That's where you got a good amount of support. 42 to 40. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark 40 because, you know, I like them nice even numbers. And Litecoin's currently trading at 55 right now. So did hit 40 here, 40.33. So boom, right off the head. Marked that 40 pretty good. They must like even numbers too as well. But other than that, you know, 24, bro, you got underneath that. There's not much support holding you up after that. And, you know, I doubt we'll see that $2-3 range once again that you saw back at 17. But, you know, most likely going to fall between 40 and 21 with this dip that we're anticipating here in the month of July, man. I think July is going to be terrible for crypto and the housing market and the stock market, bro. I'm talking across the board. Like, it's just, I'm in bearish mode right here. But that 14 is starting to hook underneath here for the weekly. You were underneath Litecoin for the weekly. Last time that happened, I mean, you fell pretty good back to that $25 range. You fell here after that massive pump. In 18, you fell below it. All the way back to 23. Then you fell to 25. Where will we go next? 27? That could be bottom. But I really do think, guys, we are closer to bottom than most people do believe right now. Let me pull up Bitcoin real quick. Gonna see what's going on off the 1-minute chart. Yeah, so really starting to rise. Let's see if we get rejected here short term. 20,789. We're approaching that. What's up, Rodney Smith? Good to see you, bro. Always a pleasure, man. That's all it says. I'm trading off of yearly data. Off a yearly, bro. That's the yearly. So we erased all the gains we had just this year from last year. Incredible, man. All right, Bitcoin's starting to pop right here, guys. 20,790. So guys, any stocks y'all want me to check out, y'all let me know. We can do some TA for y'all. Let's check out Shiba real quick. Shiba Inu. Check out the other dog. Starting to have a little run here with Bitcoin too right now. So microscopically, you're starting to turn around. 5-minute, you're looking pretty decent. 30-minute chart. I mean, Shiba's looking decent. You know, had a bear flag forming. You popped right back, just about 50%. So tried to break that trend. We'll see what happens. But I would really eye this 200 right here. You're getting rejected. I think if it keeps pushing it, you could break above it. But then right after that, you got the 50 EMA, which is at 1125 right here. So that 1106, not too much room for Pretty significant pop in the 30-minute charts. Let's pull up the 4-hour chart, kind of see where we're at. 4-hour chart looking extremely healthy. Some would consider this a pretty healthy pullback. You are starting to have like a little golden cross happening here off Shiba with the 50 crossing the 200. So could be a good sign. But man, typically in the bear markets like we've been seeing lately, you'll have a cross and then you'll get rejected immediately. So you had a cross right here, which actually led to a pretty nice little pump. And then of course it came back down. That lasted a month right here. So but there has been golden crosses, of course, off the 4-hour that really don't pan out. So I am watching for that. That's a pretty good indicator that potential for a nice little run here off of Shiba. If that would, that'd mean I'd wrong. You know, I would be wrong if everything would really start ripping up at this point, which I hope I am, you know. But, you know, I'm just getting that bearish feeling right now. But I'm only talking about short-term Bitcoin pump to 30. And then fall out, possibly just saying. Yeah. Hey, man, look, I would be surprised if it pumps to 30 before it would fall out again. You know, I'm thinking maybe a move to 22 be, you know, more right along the lines of how I'm feeling about the market. But, bro, if it pumps to 30, it breaks 22, we're going to start talking about 30. Promise you that. Get excited again. Appreciate that one shot, GT. Really do, bro. Dropping back-to-back super chat tax, man. $10. Them super stickers, bro. Appreciate you, man. That dude's showing some love tonight, man. Thank you very much, bro. Jasmine, absolutely, Rick. We'll pull up some Jasmine, man. Let me pull up some Trading View. Hopefully Webull starts adopting some more cryptos, man. I think I'm going to reach out to the team over there and kind of say, hey, man, what's up with some more crypto charting going on? Give me 1 second. I'll get Jasmine pulled up. Jasmine USD. Alright, so let me pull up Jasmine real quick. This dude's coming in hot with some more super chats, bro. Thank you for those $5 back-to-back super chat tax, bro. Hey, thank you, man. One shot, appreciate you, bro. That dude's showing some mad love, man. Appreciate you, bro. Really freaking do, man. Look at this dude going crazy, bro. He's going ham. He dropped another one. And another one. Hold on, I could drop DJ Khaled right here. It's not coming up for some reason. This dude's going ham, bro. This dude dropped 3 back-to-back $5 super chat attacks, bro. Thank you very much, One Shot GT, bro, for showing mad love tonight, bro. Really do appreciate it, man. So, Rick, bro, Jasmine's actually looking pretty freaking decent. Coming in at 989 right now. Looking to retest that 1 cent range. Probably here shortly, man. You know, if you see a little rally tonight, you could potentially hit that 1 cent range. You do have some resistance right there, so I'd be on the lookout. You do. That's the tops right here around that 1 cent, and then you're gonna hit some traffic. So let's let's kind of see what it does overnight, man. It could potentially end up around 1 cent flat. Maybe get a little break and try to consolidate. But the chart looks nice, man. You're setting higher highs and higher lows, so you are in a little bit of an upward trend right here. You got a buy signal that came in off the 28th, which was that today? Oh, 27th. Why is it showing me at 28th? It's throwing me off. So you had a buy signal come in off the okay, well, it just reset, that's why. So check the 30-minute chart. Still a little bit of an upwards trend, man, but you're starting to break down. This big candle happened across the whole market, so it's really got me a little concerned right here. It's a little bit more than a pullback of what you wanted. You'd have really liked to maintain this trend because you're starting to flatline. You're starting to hump over right here, and you know you have this bottom here, and then you set a higher low right here, but then you fell out right here, and now you're starting to set lower highs. So could be an indicator that the market's kind of running out of steam, especially with Bitcoin, man. The way Bitcoin's been trading at you know, 20,000 for what feels like 2 weeks now. So watch this horizontal. You do have that support at 000922, where you got a bunch of bottoms coming in. I could extend that a little bit more. So you'll most likely maybe have a run up to 1 cent, maybe see a rejection, kind of what I'm seeing here. But the chart doesn't look bad, man. Yeah, I'm just bearish overall with crypto, man. It's not just with Jasmine or one certain coin. It's pretty much overall. Let's go. Good live stream, Matt. Always love getting your thoughts on crypto, bro. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you always tuning in, man. All right. Hut 8. Yeah, let's check it out, bro. Let's check out Hut 8. Hut 8 mining, guys. We played this for a while. Oh, wow. $1.62. Totally obliterated in the market. Last time we were doing TA, man, we had $6.36. And this thing absolutely exploded, hitting 16 bucks. So Hut 8 mining, where are we at? I might have to go to the freaking weekly chart right here. Man, if it doesn't bounce somewhere soon, you're gonna end up $1 flat off of Hut 8, down 6% today. So that was that first wave where Bitcoin went to 64, and then that was the second wave when Bitcoin went to 69. Totally exploded in November. So as of right now, looking like the rest of the market, like the crypto space. But yeah, if it doesn't find support, man, you're gonna start testing these areas out right here, which is you know, in between $1.50 and 63 cents once again. So very possible for that to happen, man. We hit 150 here last week, actually. I didn't see that. So yeah, I'd be eyeing a little bit cheaper. I wouldn't go crazy and buy any puts on this thing by any means, but maybe some calls down the road, you know, way down the road could potentially treat you well, man. Hut's always been a pretty well performing crypto mining stock for us, man, over here. So very cool. CRSP, CRISPR Therapeutic, CRSP. Currently at $66 flat, pretty much down almost 1.5% today. That's the weekly. Let's pull up the 4-hour chart. Take a look at this. Somebody come take a look at this. Looks pretty good, man. That 14's got some volume, man, and it looks like you're bouncing off of it. I would kind of watch to see if you bounce off of this and then have a continuation, or if you end up breaking down. That 14's hooking pretty hard. Let's check out RSI real quick. RSI is coming down, so starting to get a little selling pressure. 51, not too much oversold, not too much overbought, kind of right in the middle. You could be heading for a pretty decent buying opportunity here off of CRSP. If you go ahead and pop a little trend line back at this 42, then you know at what we got 75 and a half, you got some resistance. It's not gonna, that's close enough. So a little ascending wedge right here, bro. You could make a run back to 74, most definitely. But you had some pretty good touches right here. You got 1, 2, 3 touches. So I would look to buy more toward this trend line. But a break to the upside, man, you could make a pretty good move here off of Crisp. You do have some traffic in this area back right here. And it's around 78 to 80. So could make a move to 80 if you would break to the upside. I'll put 80 as the top right there. And if you would break to the downside, let's see where we could potentially head. Maybe that $58 range. I guess we'd call it 60. Like nice even numbers. Even though it doesn't line up. It's close enough. I got quite a few touches at 60 right here. You rode that, that's close enough. So yeah, I think downside 60, which you're at 66, and then upside potentially 74, break above that, you possibly hit to 80 pretty quick. But 75 has been pretty tough, man. You had 2 hard rejections, but if you keep poking the bear long enough, you'll definitely get a break to the upside, man. Let me see. Maybe we can rise in a few hours if Asian markets will open really soon. Maybe so, man. We might be able to see a little pump here. But as of right now, let's pull up Bitcoin 1-minute chart. We're starting to pop back a little bit. Still got that descending triangle we got here, so getting rejected off the 200. So microscopically, we're still in a little bit of a downtrend, guys. So just be aware of that. Thank you for subscribing, Jan. Appreciate you very much. All right, guys. So probably what I'm gonna do is I can do one of two things. I'm gonna go finish up a few things and then hop back on a little bit, which I can post the Discord link here, which I will. Or if you guys want, I can go ahead and leave the chat up for you guys, which that's a possibility too. I'll probably do that because I'm really not gonna be long. Let me drop the invite. There's a free link to 100% free for free Discord, guys, if you haven't joined up. But what I'm gonna do is, depending on what you guys want to watch, I can either leave up Bitcoin, Dogecoin. It's totally up to y'all. So I'll go ahead and leave the chat up for a little bit, and I will be back here shortly. Just gotta take care of a few things. So if you guys want Bitcoin, let me know. I can leave the 1-minute chart up, kind of take a peek week. Bitcoin's gonna tell you exactly what everything's doing at this time. So let me see. I'll just go ahead and leave Bitcoin up. Put it to where you guys can see this pretty well. All right, guys. Like I said, give me about, I'll be back within an hour. I got to take care of a few things, but I will be keep an eye on the chat. If y'all need anything, let me know. But I'll be back shortly, guys. So appreciate it. See y'all in a few.
There's something in the air.
What's up, everybody? We're just getting back. Let me go ahead and close this poll out. Boom. What's up, man? Simulator, up or down? Probably down. Okay, so we broke to the downside since we've been off. Let me go ahead and take this RSI. Where's it currently sitting at? at 40. Starting to get oversold here off the 1 minute. Pop that off. There we go, guys. Starting to hit that downtrend. We hit 20,500 almost exact. What's up, Rick? Good to see you, bro. Oh, man. Let's see what's going on. Dogecoin back below 7. Let's pull up some Doge real quick. What's up, new foe? Trying to hit a heist. What's up, Baggis? Not quite yet, bro. I'm not long quite yet. Are you? Let me know, bro. Let me know in the chat. I'm gonna join in on this heist. Thanks for tuning in, man. If you could hit that subscribe button for us, greatly appreciate it. Let me get this set up real quick. Alright, yeah, Doge fell off pretty good. Man, since the beginning of the live stream, really. It's been taking a pretty good hit. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Let me wrap this up. Adam E, aka Lieutenant Likes, what's happening, bro? Watching these markets do like crap, bro. What's up, Shape? Good to see you, man. Sorry I'm late. Why the crypto dip? Nah, it's just a little FUD in the market, man. You're not late, really. We did a live stream earlier where I kind of popped in, did some TA, bro. Talked about the market was gonna dip. We hopped on right about here before we fell off. So the title of the video was "Time to Sell." Came out pretty good. Came out a pretty good time. But I think the reason, I think we started to top over, man. We ran up to on Doge pretty much almost to 8 cents before we started to really before big sales came in. So Will really pushed the price down. 30-minute chart, not looking too bad. A little bit more than what I wanted to see. Now we're starting to get below the 200 MA here off of shit. I could extend that line though right here. Off the 30-minute chart. So 30-minute chart, man, when you really pumping, you ride that 50 pretty hard, and that 50 is gonna come down. So I'm expecting a little bit of pullback between now and tomorrow on crypto, which stock market, could potentially bleed over into the stock market. Let me check the futures and see what those things are doing for tomorrow morning. See if they update it. Yeah, so futures were green, now they're turning slightly red, so expecting a little red day in the market tomorrow. I was peeping out this little article earlier. Today's investors appear to, title of the article is "Why Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin are struggling today." Today's investors appear intent on discerning whether last week's bounce in the crypto market was a sustainable bottomless process or simply a bear market bounce, which we've been talking about, guys, it being a bear market bounce here. Nonetheless, a nice bounce, you know, coming all the way from 4 cents to almost 100% play right here. But you know, I'm just with the FUD with Celsius, everything going on right there. I think they're gonna file bankruptcy, man, and you know, I think that's gonna do it for some crypto for right here. And I think we're gonna start to head back down, leading into CPI data coming out, you know, for the month of June, which comes out in July. I think we're gonna get some higher inflation rates coming in. Really gonna shock the market. Gas price is probably gonna continue to spike too as well. Economy's not in a good situation right now, man, at all. But the article goes on to say these moves come as a variety of different catalysts today. Ethereum has perhaps the most bearish catalyst to note, as reports of Carnival, an Ethereum leading protocol, was hit with a 3.8 million hack, driving continued concerns around the security of top blockchain ecosystems. The Carnival team has reportedly recovered 50% of the exploited assets, though the team was forced to suspend its smart contract as a result of the hack. Not good, bro. Definitely not good news. Anytime a project associated with a top tier crypto has a hack like that. So 3.8 million bucks. It's a lot, man. Bitcoin has dipped to below 21,000 level today as investors digest outflow reports that show more than 450 million of net outflows from Bitcoin related funds. This is the largest outflow week on record, and its highest highlights investors' concerns around whether institutional capital will support top tokens at these levels. Dogecoin, however, appears to be following its mega cap peers, as it usually does, its higher volatility fashion. However, today's decline in the meme token appears to reflect a larger reversion following a significant surge higher this past week on Elon Musk's tweet of higher volatility in the sector overall. So, definitely getting some selling off right here tonight, guys. Doge taking a little bit of a hit. Not good. Not good at all. Bitcoin, yep. So starting to break down to the downside. So that's off the 30-minute. Let's check the 4-hour. Yeah, so we're starting to break down to the downside, that little ascending level we had. So I was watching it. It was getting a little concerning. We had descending wedge we actually drew earlier tonight right here, and you can tell we broke to the downside. Usually, you know, by the time you have a little wedge forming, you know, the quicker that you go to the upside or downside before you get to the very end really shows you who's in control. So the bears are still firmly in control here. That's of course the 5-minute, 30-minute chart looking the same. So we're gonna go ahead and take this off right now because that's not holding true right now. Descending wedge, we'll go ahead and take that little trend off right here and talk about 28.5 because this dip right here, this bottom was 28.514. Now we got 20,509. Of course, we're bouncing back from that, but I'm eager to see that 20,650, that low level of support that we have right here. If we maintain and get rejected off of this and start heading lower tonight, that's kind of what I'm expecting to happen here in the short term. Just kind of a little bleeding off into tonight, but you know, hopefully things turn around. We get some volume stepping back into the market and we start moving back to the upside. It's just hard to tell right now. Let me catch up with the chat real quick. Mass Market, you got any thoughts on Gala? Look, I like Gala, bro. Gala's a great gaming token, bro. The reason I'm bullish on Gala is I feel like a lot of countries, third world countries for sure, you know, they can do the play to earn type crypto games, and they can actually make more playing a video game than they can in a full day's work. So really, they can go to work, get off, play a little game, and earn some money, man. So I think Gala's a long-term solid project. I'd have to go over some TA to see. I don't know if you're in it, bro. Let me know if you're in it to win it. But yeah, thank you, OKH101, for hitting that sub button. What's up, Rohit? Hi, please see Ethereum. Yeah, absolutely, man. Ethereum's gonna follow Bitcoin right now, man. Just so you know. So if you're watching it, we are breaking to the downside here off Ethereum. Next stopping point, really what I'm seeing is, you know, probably 1160, man. Right at 1160, I'm eyeing. We're at 1169, so we're pretty close to that. but I'm waiting to see if the market can bounce. We got 1175, that level where we kind of just broke underneath. We had some support right there. Very minor, you know, not much, but we had some. So really eyeing, let me get to the 4-hour chart here. You know, you're gonna catch some support around 1130. You know, you got some traffic that it would take to get it underneath. But best case scenario right here, off the 4-hour, you're gonna get a bounce here off that 50 moving average, which is at 1159. So we'll see if that holds true. But we are still well below that 200, man. We are falling pretty damn hard. You know, ever since the beginning of June. June was just terrible. But that was the market pricing in the inflation report from the Fed, man. The 75 basis point hike. Market priced this in, and we fell accordingly. So that's a pretty significant drop. 800 from where did we come from? Pretty much 17. So we dropped, you know, almost 50%, man, just in that 1 month, man, from where the price was. So that's pretty significant, man. We need to pay attention to that because we're going to see the same thing kind of happening next month with the same 75 basis point hike. So it's going to be, I'm going to be pretty eager to see kind of what happens in the short term. Best case scenario outlook for Ethereum tonight, you bounce off this 1159, maybe roll back to 1175. Best case scenario 1200. If not, if you fall out underneath this 50, you're probably gonna start heading toward that 1075 level, somewhere within that range where you have minor support, and then ultimately after that, of course, $1,000. Pretty nice even number right there. Losing a lot in the past day scalping. Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. I'm pretty liquid right now. I'm not really you know, I've been telling everybody I got pretty liquid, and I'm being very careful with I don't think there's much hype, bro, that's gonna keep everything alive right now. So I think, you know, we're starting a downtrend now. Pretty much capped up over 21.8, and now we're starting to come down. You're setting lower highs, and it looks like we could get quite a bit of selling pressure coming in here, potentially into tonight and tomorrow if we don't start to bounce here shortly. Let's check the 1-hour chart. So 1-hour chart, definitely seeing some selling pressure. That 14's hooking below that 200. Let's check the 2-hour chart and see what we got going on there. Same thing, no real levels of support. 4-hour. Yeah, so you're really not in a strong situation right here, guys, especially with Bitcoin. I feel like it just kind of ran out of steam right now, and we're probably going to head down a little bit here, guys. So potential double bottom here at 2050, 20,500, and could fall pretty hard from there. You know, you set a lower low right here. You did bounce, but I'm expecting to break down below that 20,000 level right there. We have supported 20,500. We do, man, but we it's not looking too healthy, bro. I'm just being honest with you. It's really not looking as healthy as I would like it to, bro. Because, you know, you kind of break it down, bro. You hit 20,525 and then 25,509 just now, just a little bit ago. So could be some lower lows coming in tonight, heading into tomorrow, man. Viral video, what's happening, bro? We might have a good long entry emerging here, mass market. I'm holding my short to 19.7k Bitcoin. Think if it hits, then look long. Actually, 19.7's one of my targets, bro. As you can see here, 19.750. That was one of my targets right here that I'm expecting to see this week, man. So, you know, you just broke support here. You know, you have a little bit of traffic right at 20,000. The big key for that is going to see if you're going to hold 20,000. If you don't, man, you're going to see 19.7 pretty quick. And after that, man, we don't have much holding us up. And that's kind of what I feel about the market. Like, we're going to start to see that here shortly. Especially when CPI data starts coming out, man. As we get closer to it, everybody's going to get a little worried. There's going to be more extreme fear in the market off the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index. And the market's going to start pricing in that next hike, because we had a little quiet period between the storm right now. And you know, I've been saying that a lot lately, but it's the truth, man. It's the only thing really going on right now is this little quiet period, because right now the Fed is moving both markets, stock and crypto. So that's just the way it is at the moment, and we'll have to ride the storm accordingly. But you know, I'm expecting below 19,000. You know, month of July, I think it's gonna be pretty bad for crypto. Hopefully I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope I can find a good spot to get a good entry point, but I don't feel like we're quite at bottom yet, guys. Watch the market pops when Powell speaks Wednesday. So he is speaking Wednesday. Let me see. Someone asked me that earlier, and I wasn't sure if he was speaking. Let's see if what they're talking about. Okay, so here's something to look at. I'll go ahead and bust this out for you guys. Let me get to the 1 minute chart. Start to see a pretty nice little green pump here off of Bitcoin. Wednesday might give us the good news the market needs. This could make a break moment for the market. Last week couldn't have ended worse. In case you missed it, the consumer price index CPI showed inflation up 1% over the past month, and 8.6 compared to the last year. The bad news, however, there's a silver of good data that news overlooked and otherwise anonymous reports. Here's how inflation report work. They work. When government economists report inflation, they give us the headline number and a core number that excludes fuel and food. That may sound pretty odd, but the argument is that core inflation is way better measured because energy and food prices fluctuate so greatly from month to month. Normally the two numbers are close, but lately core inflation has been dropping mostly because it excludes spending of gasoline, which we all know is at all-time high. So when we are accounting for housing, about 30% of inflation, the core numbers are coming down. Should you rush out and buy stocks because core inflation is dropping? No, however, it does help put things in perspective. Bad news sent the S&P and other major indexes back to the same lows established 2 weeks ago. We don't like to see that, of course, but this is where big institutional investors started buying the last two times the market dropped, and we think the odds of that happening again are this week are high. So we can kind of view over that, kind of take a look at the S&P here in a few minutes. Let me bust through this article real quick. In our view, a bounce seems likely starting Wednesday afternoon. There are other announcements and reports happening today and tomorrow, but Wednesday news will be the biggest make or break moment for the market. Make or break, though, that still doesn't guarantee that a pump would be coming. But if they have some decent news showing that core inflation is actually decreasing, especially after a 75 basis point hike, that would definitely be good news for the markets. But another rate hike, rate jump in our midst. The Federal Reserve will make another interest rate decision on Wednesday. Oh shit, okay. The Federal Reserve will make another interest rate decision on Wednesday at noon Eastern time. It is almost certain that the Fed will raise the overnight interest rate from 1 to 1.5. However, longer term interest rates have already accounted for that. The expected rate hike should move the market. What is important during the Fed announcement that the rate hike itself is what the Fed says about economic conditions, inflation outlook for the rest of the year. We think recent market volatility will put pressure on Fed Chairman Jerome Powell to make some comments to calm the market. Specifically, we expect Powell to reassure investors that future rate hikes are data dependent, which is, of course, you know, what we're expecting, higher inflation, you know. So if you aren't a Fed watcher, the term data dependent is an important code word for we'll either stop hiking rates or we'll cut rates if the economy starts to slow down. Last time the Fed raised rates, December 2015 through January 2018. That was the code that they used early in 2019 to signal that they were going to slow down, which they did, and the market rallied 40%. The point is to keep your opinion, pun intended, open in order to profit if the Fed does what we expect. Even a short-term bounce could be a great profit opportunity. So market goes on, the article goes on to say, what should you do? We still like large cap value stocks and energy companies with exposure to natural gas. Should be among the best returns this year. If you waited last week until Friday report was out, good for you. Prices among these stocks are back at some of the lowest levels compared to earnings that have been Casual Insurance Group. It's not sexy, but the group has doubled their returns in the S&P 500 and are still positive over the past month. We like this group because they benefit from higher interest rates, but unlike banks, reduced demand for mortgages won't drag them lower. After a disaster end of the week, investors are anxiously awaiting the Fed's announcement on Wednesday. We expect the Fed to reassure traders that they aren't locked in to raise rates forever. The announcement should lift sentiment a bit, which will be the best time for new entries. Whether you waited to add some bargains to your portfolio or not, we suggest waiting until after the Fed report is out Wednesday before making any big changes, which is absolutely straightforward, guys. I would wait until Wednesday if you're looking for a long-term investment, bro, to see what the Fed is actually going to do. And that could be a good reason why you've seen a dip. You might be having some sell-off in anticipation. So I'm expecting tomorrow to be a little red. You'll probably see a pretty significant dip before the Fed comes out, and then maybe a little rise. So this could create some pretty good buying opportunities if what they're talking about holds true. So I'm very interested to see how that works out. I think stocks are already down enough to have a green week. I think the stocks are already down enough to have a green week. I had to make sure I read that right. Maybe so, Mana. Look, bro, it started off green today, and everything turned red, man. So just pay attention. The futures are slightly red for tomorrow. They started out green, now they're turning slightly red. So we could have, a little sell-off day tomorrow, man. Kind of what I'm feeling, man. Let me check what it was today. Advancers versus decliners. I can pull that up here on my phone. Pretty neutral day. A little bit more green than red overall in the market, but all three indexes were down slightly. NASDAQ being down the most, 0.72%. So I think that's really what started to drag down crypto, was the NASDAQ being down that amount. So, it is what it is right now, man. Just have to keep an eye on it and see what's going on. And of course, guys, we'll keep you updated. We sure will. But that's good news, man. Okay, so the Fed does talk Wednesday, and probably some reassurances coming from the market. So Andre P says my portfolio closed green by a few dollars after being red all day. Well, good, man. I'm glad it turned out green. Did you start off green? Because the market was really rallying this morning, bro. It was really looking decent, and everything started to turn red. And Bitcoin's going on a little rally right here off the 1 minute. 5 minutes starting to see. We're probably going to get that 20,650 retest here at this level of resistance right here, coming up here shortly. So we'll see if we'll be able to make our way over that here in the next couple of 1 minute candles. You're getting close, starting to see some red, but we'll see what happens. Adam E says, from a technical standpoint, the Dow and S&P both jumped back out of bear territory last Friday. It definitely has room to drop, in my opinion. Let me check it out, bro. S&P. Yeah, man. Hey, they made a pretty good move on Friday. Let's see what the spot is at. Spot's at 388, 389 after market hours. I'm still eyeing that 365, but yeah, it's looking nice, man. We grazed it, hit 362, that price target. Now we're seeing a little rally in the market, man. You did get kind of rejected around that 390, so that's gonna be a pretty good level to see if we can get over this week. And I think with good news from the Fed on Wednesday, 390 is definitely obtainable, and there is not much in the way, bro. We could definitely see a pretty nice rally. You got 394, so I'll go ahead and mark 394. Nothing really significant at 394, so it could be a pretty good rally if the news comes out good from the Fed. So 394, and then of course 400. Pretty much you're gonna hit traffic right here, right at 400. This is marked at 402, but it's meant for 400. We like those nice even numbers. Keep everything nice and simple right here. And after that, 410. So that's what I'm seeing for the SPY. Maybe on the way back down, you might be revisiting that 375 range. And any bad news from the Fed, of course, I'm buying 365 come Wednesday, especially if you see some sell-off. and ultimately maybe, just maybe, 345. You know, we've been in that steady downtrend, man, setting those lower highs. We're seeing that rally. We're kind of due for it, in my opinion. This was the market pricing in that 75 basis point hike here by Fed Jerome Powell. Let me, I'm sorry, guys. I know it's probably pretty small for you. Let me go ahead and zoom that in. So that was the market pricing in Jerome Powell's 75 basis point hike right here in this area. And this is the rally that we're seeing right now, which crypto was affected by too as well. But now we're hitting a peak, and now we're starting to come back down a little bit. So I am watching it pretty closely. That 50 is starting to flatline, so we might find some support. I'll be looking for a test of the 200 MA right at 400. So 400 is going to be pretty tough for us to get over, but I think if we get some good news coming out the Fed, we could potentially have a little run here, guys. But I have been playing options and clawing profits on swing trades. Hey, bro, just be careful out there, man. Be careful out there, Andre P. What do you feel will BTC break 20,050 after Tokyo Open? 20,005. We're actually above that right now. But it just depends, man. It's all going to depend on the Fed. If you're looking for short-term gains, look, it could rally, but right now you're facing 20,650 as a potential rejection point for Bitcoin. So that's what I would be on the lookout for. All right. Adam E says they both jump back. Okay, I read that. Not the Nasdaq though, still squarely bear. Yeah, Nasdaq today is what I thought brought down the crypto space this afternoon. Plus now the futures are going slightly red, so I'm keeping an eye on that too. The 650 range right here, we dropped below it. That's support. So I do believe we're going to treat that as resistance here. But we'll find out. You know, we are starting to get really close to testing that. And I think if we get a test and, you know, you got that 200 on the 1 minute sitting right there. And then you got the 50 right at 700, 20,700. So just a bit of a downtrend, guys. We're hitting downtrend areas right here, setting lower highs and really starting to break down, man. Bear flag right here. Tried to pull back, but then we got knocked right back down again. So just keep an eye on it, guys. But sadly, I think that 19,750 is probably what's been coming. Jerome the Butcher, Powell speaks on Wednesday. Yes, he does, new foe. And potentially giving us some pretty good market news, man. So there are reports that we could see a pretty good rally come Wednesday if the news is expected as most people think, that he's going to come out and calm the market. That'd be very freaking good. Very nice for you know, your stocks. It'd be very good entry points. But what I'm eager to see is, and what I like to really collect market data on, is leading up between now, tomorrow, and when the Fed comes on and talks Wednesday. I think that's going to be more valuable than anything, just with the market sentiment that we have right now, and to see what's actually going to happen before he comes on and speaks. I believe we take a pretty significant dip, which could put you in a really good position to make some pretty good entries. So I might look to make a pretty sizable entry on Wednesday, depending on the news from the Fed. You can play it either way. You can risk it. You can try to short something right here, but it's really, really risky. We're closer to the bottom than most people think. You know, we do, if what I think happens in July happens, which that could all be thrown out the window come this Wednesday, when the Fed tries to, you know, calm the markets. We could see another little rally here. So that'd be best case scenario here in the short term, guys. Hey, thanks for hitting that subscribe button for me, man. Appreciate you, bro. And I think they'll all three be bear by this Friday or next at least. Hey, man, you know what's crazy though, Adam? Bro, we talked about that when we got to Colorado, the price of crypto was going to be. And man, we were spot on, bro. We hit it spot on. And man, sadly, I think it's going to be a little bit cheaper here next month, bro. But look, if the Fed comes out and says, hey, core inflation is actually dropping to a level that's manageable, and we're seeing real progress battling inflation, and CPI comes in lower next month, lower than 8%, somewhere within that range, we could be looking at some pretty strong rallies in the markets, because that would show strength in the economy and that the Fed is not going to have to raise the rates as violently as, I'm thinking like they're going to have to do another 75 basis point hike next month. And they might come in softer with a 50 basis point, or they could come in more aggressive, just depending on the data. It's all data dependent at this area. So definitely something to keep your eye on and to be well aware of. I know I say it a few times, but that's just the way it is, man. That is just the way it is. I gotta put my dude dancing back on the screen on. I don't know why he's not on, but hey, thank you for hitting that subscribe button for your boy. Greatly appreciate it, man. So yeah, guys, that's what we got for tonight, man. I just wanted to hop back on. Bitcoin's starting to rally here, 20,650. Could see a move above it. Watch out for your moving averages for rejection points after that. That's really what we need to start looking at. And then to see if this trend continues for us heading down. Please see Ethereum 1 minute. You must be swing trading pretty hard, bro. So 1174, 1175 is where this is supposed to be. We just got rejected off of that, so let's see what happens. But a break above that, you're gonna hit some traffic. 1176, and then ultimately 77. So you got some areas in the way, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That dip to 1161 probably hurts you if you swing trading pretty consistently right now. But you're starting to see a rally, but rightfully so, man. The 5 minute charts, you took some more steps down, bro. And pretty much since we started live streaming, we caught it. We put time to sell. That shit started dropping, bro. And that was the reason for the point of the video. Just to let everybody know kind of what we're seeing in the markets. Everything's just not looking too healthy right now. Celsius is most likely gonna file for bankruptcy this week, and it is what it is, man. That's not gonna help anything in the crypto space at this moment. So just be careful out there with your investments, swing traders. Just be careful, man. Leading up until Wednesday, you could see some pretty good sell-off. Anticipation that the market news does not come back as well, but Wednesday could also set you up for a massive day for massive gains. So it could be it's going to be a good opportunity either way come Wednesday, man. Whether to know I should wait before I buy some more, or if I need to secure a low bag, because everything could rip off. Bitcoin would take off, head back up to 30,000. Me and One Shot GT on here tonight, we're talking about, he said, man, you think it goes to 30,000 before we head lower? And I said, man, I wouldn't bet on it, but it's possible. It's 100% possible. And maybe if the Fed comes out Wednesday and says some good news, bro, we could take off 100%. But we just need to be prepared for it and kind of watch the market. This could be pretty close to bottom that we're going to get. But, part of my gut tells me we'll still see that $14,000, $15,000 range here off Bitcoin. And that comes in the mode of inflation report coming in for July, worse than expected. So, I haven't heard anything lately on Doge SpaceX launch in August. If it goes as planned, can we see a nice rip? I think it will be buy the hype, sell the news type scenario, Nufo. Honestly, bro, that's honestly what I feel, bro. Doge has always been buy the hype, sell the news. So if you would see a little pump and rally before the August 15th launch of Dogex one mission, you'll most likely be buy the hype, sell the news. Got another subscriber. Hey, thank you very much, man. Appreciate it very, very much. And brand new subs, man. You're always welcome to come say something in the chat. We'd love to see y'all. Yeah, good night, Nufo. Always a pleasure, bro. I'm not gonna be on too much longer, guys. I gotta wrap it up. We've been live for quite some time tonight. We did a little episode earlier. I'll try to hop on earlier tomorrow night. We'll discuss some market situations. We'll probably talk more about the Fed tomorrow night. Just with everything that's going on come Wednesday. I'll try to see if they have some more information that tries to drop, and I think we'll collect some data ourselves, kind of feeding to see what the Fed's actually going to do here. But Ethereum looking good. Rohit, if you're still here, looking like you could break above this 1175 and maybe have a decent little run tonight to 1181, but that's microscopic trading, bro. Any real significant breakouts, I don't see it right now. So But Andre P, bro, I appreciate you, Rick, everybody in the chat, Nufo. Thank you all, man. I appreciate the love and support, man. The channel's been doing extremely well lately, and I can't thank y'all enough, man. I'm here for y'all. So if y'all need anything, feel free to hit me up in Discord. Most of y'all know how to get in touch with me anyway. But with that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live stream, and we will be back live, hopefully early tomorrow, somewhere around 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And look forward to seeing y'all. So